Hi, this is Eric, and in this video I'm going to have a look at a possibly controversial topic, which is the beliefs that some people have about Reiki. Now, for those of us who bring a healthy dose of skepticism to everyday life, Reiki can be a bit of a shock to the system. Once we've been working with Reiki for just a short time, three things soon become very apparent. Firstly, that attunements work. Second, that Reiki treatments work, and not just for things like headaches and stress, but for the real stuff, and sometimes also even for the scary real stuff. And thirdly, once we've had the chance to experience them, we find that distance treatments work. So why should all this be a problem? Well, even after many years in Reiki, if somebody comes to us and asks, so how does it work? Then if we're honest with ourselves, the answer we have to give is, we just don't know. Now in the West, we've very much been conditioned to know things. In the old days, people went around saying, Jesus loves me, this I know because the Bible tells me so, or some variation of that theme. And even when we started to question that, we soon mostly transferred our allegiance to this rather mysterious thing called science, because it said it knew, and hey, we wanted to know too. For those of us in the world of Reiki, we didn't have the sort of ready answers that the church and then science provided, and that gives us two choices. Either we have to get really comfortable with not knowing, or we have to start making things up. Which brings us to Reiki Beliefs. Now, a lot of people get a lot of security from beliefs. You often hear people saying, everything happens for a reason. Usually when something happens that they didn't want. And some people find beliefs positively sexy. Oh, how cool. There's an angel up there somewhere whose job it is to just look after me. Now, these beliefs help some people, but that doesn't mean that they're true. And for others, they can be a bit of a straitjacket that hinders them on their path or even shuts it down completely. Now, in the Reiki world, you might hear people say, Reiki is love, Reiki is God, Reiki comes from Source. And if you do hear that, it's worth asking, well, does a belief like that really serve me? Now, those particular beliefs, although they're outrageously fluffy, are actually pretty harmless. But there are also some more troublesome Reiki beliefs out there. Here are a few. You have to be very careful when you give a Reiki treatment and protect yourself against any possible toxic energies. Well, actually, no, you don't. Unless you're the sort of very sensitive person who needs to protect yourself against toxic energies when you go to your local cafe. You need to intend for the Reiki to flow. Well, again, no, you don't. Reiki doesn't care what your intentions are. You need to be noble and pure and spiritual to do Reiki. Well, we aren't, mostly, and no, you don't. Reiki doesn't care if you just kicked your dog or if you robbed a bank. Reiki sometimes works for this mysterious thing called the recipient's highest good. So maybe they need to go through this pain or illness for a reason. Well, Reiki doesn't work like that. Reiki, like other healing systems, is really good, but it doesn't come with a guarantee of complete success in every treatment. Can we perhaps accept that rather than fall back on the unknown and unknowable supernatural? Reiki doesn't make some decision to keep some people ill for their so-called karmic good, any more than aspirin does. Now, some of my students didn't start their Reiki journeys with me, but with other teachers. And sometimes it wasn't other teachers that passed on unhelpful beliefs, but a diet of unhealthy books and podcasts. Either way, part of my job with these students can be to help them get free of beliefs that don't serve them. And it's actually a favorite part of my job because I hear the tone of relief in their voices when they're finally free to be true to themselves and to their own experience. Now, Reiki must be one of the most undogmatic things on the planet, and it really doesn't need us to make up beliefs, rules, and obstacles that just get in our way. So if you'd like your Reiki without the bells and whistles of a man-made belief system, come and say hi.